Stop. Stop. Stop right there. Don't you dare click off this video. Take your finger off the mouse button. Take your finger off. Thank you. Hey, well, if you don't know me yet, I'm Smash, and I joined a new SMP. A while back, I got a DM from the server owner Boy Obsidian, in which he asked me if I'd be interested in joining this new SMP, PORAMA SMP. So I checked out the promotional video on his YouTube channel, and while it looked interesting, it seemed to be more of a PvP kind of thing. And being a content creator close in age to our beloved Hermitcraft YouTuber TFC, I really wasn't sure it was going to be a good fit for me. So I more or less opted out. And so I missed the opening day of the server. But something about this server piqued my interest though. PORAMA is a lifesteal type server with one important difference. You get 5 lives, that's it. And once they run out, you are banned for the rest of the season. You gain lives by killing others on the server, but with only 5 lives to start off with, things could be pretty tense. Especially for a boomer like me who has 0 PvP skills. But hey, I wanted to try an SMP that was outside my comfort zone, so here I am! On my very first day on PORAMA, I spawned in this very spot, in this very tree. There was no one on the server at that moment, so I knew I could get away from spawn without anyone seeing which direction I would go in. My goal was going to be to build as small and as hard to find a base as I could if I was going to have any hope of surviving in this kind of environment. But first, I had to get the basics. But just as I was punching a tree, someone joined the server and then literally dropped down right in front of me. Someone named Buttercup Nugget? Well, that name sounds harmless enough. So we did the traditional Minecraft greeting thing, and he went off to punch his own tree, so I guess this was his first time on the server as well. But I kept him in view anyway, just in case he got any ideas about punching me instead of the tree. Once I had enough wood, I snuck away while this dude wasn't looking to get some food. It was also starting to get dark, and I didn't have a bed yet, so it was time to carve out a small hole in the side of a hill for the night. I didn't even have any freaking coal yet, so I had to burn some logs to get a few pieces of charcoal. And then I cooked my recently murdered in cold blood chickens. So even though I had no armor and it was nighttime, I didn't want to sit around and wait, so I decided to go explore a little. I mean, I'm a pretty manly and beefy dude with long purple hair. Don't judge me. I mean, I can handle a few mobs, right? Oh shit! I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark. Ow, 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 ow! Die, 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 die! So, with that incident, I stayed put until morning, and then resumed exploring to figure out where I was going to build my super top secret base. I wanted to be close enough to spawn that I wouldn't have too far to go if someone chopped me to bits, but I also wanted it to be pretty much impossible to find. I grabbed a few targets of opportunity along the way. Some sugarcane, a couple of pumpkins so that I would have protection when we were finally allowed in the end. I mean, hey, I was just thinking ahead. Wherever I ended up, I just wanted to get away from the swamp biome. Constantly getting my boat assaulted by lily pads was not my idea of a smooth journey. So I finally landed somewhere and kept prancing my way over land to find a place to build. I was hopping by so fast that witch never even had a chance at catching me. Ah, wool at last. Sorry bro, need this more than you do. Picking a few flowers because... Hey, don't question my manliness. Ah, finally some real poking around here. Here, piggy, 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 piggy. So after running around murdering the local wildlife and leaving environmental devastation in my path, I finally found where I would build my super top secret base. But first I had to cook up all my murdered animals. And then finally get some well-deserved rest. And now to start building my secret hole in the ground. By the way, if you're still watching this video, then you must be enjoying it. Why not help the channel out by liking the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this. So I found an underwater cave while I was digging and Sir, please don't touch me, sir! While I was digging and thought to myself, hey, I could use this to my advantage to make my base even harder to find. I started digging a second entrance below the exit to the first one. The idea was to try to leave the second entrance in the dark so that anyone who found the first entrance would assume that it was just a dead end. Even if anyone went in the water, it wouldn't be easy for them to spot the second entrance before they had to resurface to get in. So with the digging of any underground base, of course I had to come across the mandatory cave. So with no armor and no skills, I did the only thing I could do. I went caving, of course! I grabbed some pointed dripstone since I knew I would be making a lava farm at some point, but also because they were in my freaking way. I continued on my merry way, listening to the pleasant growls of angry zombies eager to snap off my head and devour my one precious brain cell and dangling extremities. What's down here? Nothing dangerous at all, I'm sure. Okay, I'm going! Sheesh. So I went back to my stairway digging, figuring it would be safer. Then I came across a big old pit. So I dug a tunnel off to the side to try to bypass it. Am I freaking smart or what? Oh, shit! Guys, we can work this out, right? Please don't touch me with those dirty hands. Jeez, when was the last time you guys showered? Seriously. So after plugging up that hole I fell through, I kept digging my tunnel. And I found another cave. Imagine that. And I found some new friends to play with. After a little more exploring, I decided I'd better cook up some food and smelt up some iron and get my armor done because I was in pretty bad shape by that point. PORAMA is a server where you really have to try not to get killed, so I really needed to stop taking risks and find a way to stay on this server for some length of time. So with that, this is the end of the first episode. I'm trying something different, and I'm trying to keep the videos short so I can release more often, so let me know in the comments if you like this new format. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash that like button. Oh, and subscribe, will ya?